Hey, Deputy, good afternoon.
How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. Appreciate your patience. All right, you all ready?
Yes, sir. We're about to bring inmates out now.
Okay, thank you. All right, Deputy, ready for me?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Today is January 12th, 2021. This is the Clayton County Magistrate Court. I'm Judge Knights, and we're here today for your first appearance. What I will do today is inform you of your rights, inform you of the charges that are brought against you, inform you about your bond if you are in fact entitled to a bond, let you know what your preliminary hearing date is, which is your next hearing date, and let you know if you are in fact entitled to an attorney based on the application forms that you completed, the application for counsel. At this time, I want to inform each of you of your rights. Of course, you have the right to remain silent from today going forward to your trial phase. So you have the right to remain silent today. I encourage you to take and exercise that right, because anything that you say can be used at another proceeding. Also, I want to inform you that you have the right to the presumption of innocence until the state proves your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a speedy and public trial by jury. You have the right to see, hear, and cross-examine any witnesses that the state will call against you at the time of your trial. You have the right to compel witnesses to testify against or for you on your behalf if you in fact do go to trial, and you can have those witnesses appear by way of a legal document known as a subpoena. You have the right to testify and offer evidence on your own behalf, on your own defense if you choose to do so. If you do not choose to do so, there will be no presumption of guilt raised against you. You have the right to an attorney to represent you going forward. And today, I will review your forms, as I mentioned, and decide whether or not you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Some of you will be allowed to post what is known as unrestricted bonds to release you from jail pending the prosecution of your case. The bonds could be in the form of cash or commercial or other property. If you post a cash bond, someone can deliver the bond amount in cash together with any fees that are associated with your bond. Those fees are assessed by the bonding company. At the end of your conclusion of your trial or your case, that cash amount can be returned to the person who posted the bond. If you are using a commercial bonding company, that commercial bonding company, of course, will be approved by the sheriff, and someone will have to pay up to approximately 15% of the total amount of bond for that bonding company to, in fact, be able to post a bond. That 15% fee or up to 15% fee would not be returned. Now, as far as what your specific bond amount would be, when it's your turn, I cannot tell you that because I don't know. That's a question for the bonding company, but I can tell you that there can be a percentage assessed to the amount that I give you today if you are in fact entitled to a bond. Now, the person who posts a bond using property has to have a net equity in that property in the amount of 3 times the amount of the bond. So for example, if the bond is $5,000, the net equity in the property must be at least $15,000. And that would be something that the bonding company will tell you more about. Some of you will have special conditions on your bond. If you have a special condition, that means you cannot make contact with a person or go back to a location. There is a prohibition on doing so. You cannot make contact by a third party. So you can't send a message with someone else for that person. You can't make contact by any means, social media or any other means. And that is, of course, if you do in fact post a bond, any contact directly or indirectly will be a violation of that bond provision if you do have a special condition. Again, while you're waiting on bond outside of jail and you violate a special condition, if you do, you can be subject to the new offense of aggravated stalking, influencing a witness, or any other charge under the law. Please keep in mind that you can be sentenced from 1 to 10 years on a charge such as aggravated stalking and have a fine of up to $20,000. For family members who wish to assist you, or friends or loved one, someone you may know who wants to assist you at bond, please be aware that they will get that information after we complete today's first appearance calendar. Also, if a person is a victim listed or an alleged victim listed on your charge, that person cannot post your bond, will not be allowed to post your bond. For those of you who are charged with offenses where I can set a bond, your bond hearing will be scheduled with the Superior Court. And let me say that again, for those of you who I cannot set a bond for, and there are some of you who I can't set a bond for because we are in magistrate court now, bond will be set at a later date, for a later date, and that bond will be set by the Superior Court, and a Superior Court judge or a judge designated to sit as a Superior Court judge at that time will set your bond if you don't get a bond to date. If you're currently on active probation, I cannot give you a bond. I'm not authorized by law to do so today. You can be considered for a bond at a later date, or if there is a violation of probation warrant for you, that can also be addressed at a preliminary hearing, which is your next court date that I'll give you today. Now, a preliminary hearing is the next court date I'll give you. That hearing is where a magistrate court judge will determine probable cause. Probable cause is the reason for your arrest. If there is sufficient probable cause at that preliminary hearing, then that would justify your case to move to the next level of court, which is state court for misdemeanors, Superior Court for felonies. For those of you charged with misdemeanors, you will be given the opportunity to waive your preliminary hearing. So once I call your name, you have misdemeanor charges, I will ask you if you do in fact intend to waive your preliminary hearing. Please let me know if you do. I'll ask you if you can post a bond, post your bond amount. Please let me know that, and I'll appoint a court-appointed attorney if you do so qualify. If you post a bond, your preliminary hearing is automatically waived. So if you post bond, you can ignore the date that I will give you, because if you're out of jail, you will not have a preliminary hearing. It is automatically waived. You will get notice from the state court personnel as to when your arraignment date will be. And that's for those of you who waive your preliminary hearing, or for those of you who bond out, you will get notice. If you can't make bond, you may still waive your preliminary hearing. And again, you'll get notice from state court for those of you charged with misdemeanors. If you wish to plead guilty at your next preliminary hearing date or your next court date, if you waive preliminary hearing, you can do so at that time. So please keep in mind today, I cannot accept the plea. I don't want to hear details or facts about your case because, again, because we are here, even though it's via this format with video conferencing, everything you say is still being recorded. So keep that in mind. In a moment, I will call you up individually, go through your cases with you. For those of you charged with felonies, today we're not allowing waiver of preliminary hearings. However, you can let me know if you wish to do so, and I will consider it. Lastly, for those of you charged with misdemeanors, you will have a preliminary hearing date of February 23rd. You can choose to waive, as I mentioned. For those of you charged with felonies, I will give you your preliminary hearing date once I call you. At this time, I'll call the calendar. Deputy, what is your format today with the calendar? We doing the females first, or are we doing it just everyone?
You do the female first, y'all.
Thank you. All right.
Clayton.
All right, good afternoon. What is your name? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Clayton.
Okay. Marciana Clayton. All right, Ms. Clayton, you're charged with 1 count of driving while license suspended. It's a $1,500 fine, charged with 1 count of driving on the wrong side of the road. $500 fine. You understand those offenses and the charges against you? All right, do you wish to waive your preliminary hearing?
Yes.
All right, do you wish to, or can you make your bond?
When I was downstairs, they already paid my bond.
Okay. And as far as your application for court-appointed counsel, is it correct? You're not employed?
No.
All right, so I will appoint an attorney to represent you. All right, do you have any questions?
So is my bond clear?
Do you have any questions about your charges and your bond amount?
No. I'm saying like that bond that I got last night. What was that? What was that?
Yeah, that's the same amounts. Is that correct? Is that the 1,500 and the 5,000?
Yeah, that's what they paid last night. Okay.
All right, so that's as far as it being cleared, that will be a question for the sheriff.
Okay.
I have no idea. The sheriff, one of the deputies can let you know.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, good afternoon. What is your name?
Okay.
Can you say your name, please?
Gates.
Tiffany Gates.
Yes, sir.
All right, hang on for me 1 second here, Ms. Gates. All right, Ms. Gates, you're charged with one count of no tag light. It's a $500 bond, and you're charged with one count of driving while license suspended. It's a $1,500 bond. Can you make those bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I do see your application for court-appointed counsel. Have you made any attempts to speak with anyone about getting an attorney? All right, I'll go ahead and approve your application here for court-appointed counsel. What is your intent with the preliminary hearing? Do you wish to waive or keep it? All right, so go ahead and waive the prelim. All right, do you have any questions?
If I waive the prelim and I don't get bonded out, my court date would be in February.
Yes, if you don't bond out, your court date will be February 23rd.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, good afternoon. All right, I don't know who you are. You have to say your name, please.
Charlene Hanley.
Can you say your last name again, please?
Hanley.
Hanley?
Hunley.
What's the first letter?
Hunley.
Hang on for me one moment, please. And I'm sorry, do you can you say that one more time? Did you say H-U-M?
No, H-U-N. N.
H-U-N.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ms. Hunley, you're charged with one count of obstructing an officer, and your bond is $1,500. Can you make that bond?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. And I did get your application here. Is that 13 or 1,200?
12.
All right, ma'am. I'll go ahead and approve your application for court-appointed counsel here. What is your intent for attorney? Will you hire your own attorney, or would you? I'm sorry, your bond. What is your intent? Is there someone going to pay your bond for you?
Yes, my sister, my older sister.
Okay. All right, and do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
Your name?
Latavia Jones.
All right, Ms. Jones, good afternoon. All right, Ms. Jones, you're charged with one count of following too close. It's a $500 bond. One count of driving under the influence. It's a $5,000 bond. One count of DUI refusal, $1,500. Do you understand your offenses and your bond amounts?
And you said the last ticket was 1,500. The one in the middle was 5,000.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct. You understand your amounts?
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Jones, I will go ahead and waive your, I'm sorry, are you waiving your prelim?
Yeah, I'm not trying to find out.
Okay. And I went ahead and appointed you court-appointed counsel based on your application here. Did you have any questions?
No.
All right, ma'am. Thank you. You have a good day. Can you tell me your name, please?
Learn Lockhart.
Can you say your last name for me, please?
Lockhart.
What's the first letter?
L. Lockhart.
Lockhart. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. 1 second for me, Ms. Lockhart. All right, you're charged with 1 count of battery, simple battery. And there is a $1,500 bond. Can you make that bond?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Lockhart, I did review your application for court-appointed counsel, and I'll approve you for a court-appointed attorney. And do you wish to waive your preliminary hearing?
Yes. Yes.
All right, ma'am. There's a special condition associated with your bond, and that special condition is that you should not have contact with Casjopola Williams. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And is that a person that you lived with or lived with in the past?
No.
Okay. You're not also to return to the, whose address is 6261 Pine Grove Road in Riverville? That's your address? Okay. All right, do you understand your special condition?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
Does that mean that she should not be coming to my house also?
All right, ma'am. If she comes to your home, you can contact the police or you can speak with an attorney about next steps, but you should have no contact with her. So if you know that now and she makes contact with you, please take the appropriate steps to make sure that you don't have that contact.
Okay.
All right, you have any other questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Nikita Mackey.
All right, Ms. Mackey, hang on for me 1 second, please. All right, Ms. Mackey, you're charged with 1 count of leaving the scene of an accident. It's a $1,500 bond. Can you make your bond?
Yes.
And as far as your preliminary hearing, do you intend to keep that date or waive it?
I'll waive it.
All right, so I reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel, and I will appoint an attorney to represent you. Do you have any questions?
If I get my, can I get my own attorney?
All right, yes, you can hire your own attorney. I'll appoint an attorney now, and if you hire one, then you hire one, but you will have one.
Okay.
Appointed by the court. All right. Any other questions? All right, thank you. You have a good day.
Mikey Oliver.
All right, good afternoon. You said your name, your last name is Ola Bryce?
Yes, sir.
All right, Miss Ola Bryce, you're charged with one count of disorderly conduct. It's a $1,500 bond. Do you understand what the charge and what your bond amount is?
Yes.
Can you make your bond?
Yes.
What do you intend to do about your preliminary hearing, waive or keep?
Wait. Well, I'm sorry. What did I mean?
Well, you know what? You can make your bond. So if you waive the preliminary hearing, if you bond out, it's automatically waived. So the preliminary hearing is the probable cause hearing, or the officer would have to testify as to why he or she made the arrest. But if you bond out of jail, then it's automatically waived. All right. So I did appoint an attorney to represent you, and that attorney will be in contact with you. All right. You have any questions?
Did I make bill already?
That's a question for a sheriff deputy. I have no idea. All right. Any other questions?
No.
All right. Thank you. Sorry. Can you say your last name for me again? Did you say Woods? Reader. All right. Miss Reader, good afternoon. All right. You're charged with one count of battery. I'm sorry. 1 second for me. Miss Reader. You're charged with one count of battery. It's a $3,000 fine. One count of criminal trespass, $2,000 fine. One count of simple assault, $2,000 fine. You understand the offenses
Yes.
you're charged with and your bond amounts?
Yes.
All right, there's a stay away provision, special conditions. You're to stay away from Miss Gaiman. Who is that person?
That's my auntie, but I do have a question about one of my charges. How is that criminal trespassing when she was at my house?
Well, hang on for me. You'll get a chance to ask your questions in a moment, Miss Rita. I want to make sure you understand what I'm telling you here so that no one is confused. Miss Gaiman, do you understand that you're to stay away from her? All right, so that's a special condition. Failure to follow that special condition can result in a new offense. All right, can you make your bond?
Yes.
All right, what is your intent with, well, if you make your bond, then your preliminary hearing will be waived. And I do see that you completed the application for counsel here. I'm going to go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. All right, go ahead with your questions for me, please, Ms. Reader.
There was a criminal trespassing charge, and I don't understand how that's criminal trespassing when she was on my property.
The criminal trespass is for the damage to Ms. Gaiman's glasses, not for being on your property. So there's different ways that it can be charged. And so because of the damage to her glasses, that's considered a criminal trespass as well.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
What was my bond amount set again for, sir?
3,000, 2,000, and 2,000. So a total amount of 7,000.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you. And you have a good day.
Ray Asia Spencer.
All right, Ms. Spencer. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Charged with one count of distracted driving, hands-free distracted driving. So $1,000 bond. One count of non or no license. So $1,000 bond. two counts of child restraint violation, 500 on each of those. Do you understand what you're charged with and the offenses and the bond amounts for those offenses?
Yes, sir.
All right. I reviewed your court-appointed counsel application form, and I will appoint an attorney for you to represent you. And what is your additional, I see you left the question here blank. Is there any other, the amount of money that you can obtain from another source? What is that amount?
Like 400.
What is that other source?
Social Security.
All right. So I went ahead and appointed an attorney to represent you on those offenses. And if you do not bond out of jail, your preliminary hearing date is February 23rd. Any other questions?
Yes, I do. So I can bail out, you're saying, right?
Yes. If you don't, that will be your date, because I didn't hear you say you're waiving.
Yeah, I would like to waive, but I don't know what waiving means. So that was my next question.
Well, here's my question for you. Can you make your bond amount?
Yes.
Okay. So if you make bond, you're automatically waived. If you don't make your bond, it will be February 23rd.
Okay.
All right.
I have one more question about the, probably wouldn't know that, but they were requiring and I'm not working right now due to the pandemic. I'm only receiving unemployment. So how do I go about that? Do you know?
I missed the first part. They're requiring, and then you went out.
I said their requirement pay stubs.
Okay.
And I'm out of work at the moment because of pandemic, and I have a 2-year-old. But I have the money to post the bail.
Ma'am, I'm not certain what the bonding company, what their rules would be. So the only thing I can say is maybe try a different bonding company to explain your situation. I have no control over their requirements. That's the only suggestion I would have for you.
But if I have the full, what is my total exactly? 4,000.
Hang on for me 1 second. Yes, your total is 3,000.
Okay, so if I could put the whole 3,000, do I pay that here at the jail or those?
I think that's a better question for the bonding company or for the sheriff that's near you or one that you can speak to. I have no idea or control of bond and how that works.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, that's all.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
All right. Good afternoon. What is your name?
Deja Wilkes.
Deja Wilkes. All right, Ms. Wilkes. You're charged with 1 count of driving while license suspended, $1,500 fine, 1 count of, bond amount, 1 count of violation of seatbelt violation, 500, and 1 count of failure to stop or yield at a stop sign is a $500 bond. Total bond of 2,000. Can you make that bond amount? All right, what is your monthly income?
$5.95. I mean a week because I work. I get paid like every week.
Can you say that amount for me, please?
$5.95.
$5.95.
Yes.
All right, what is the amount in the other source of income that you listed?
I didn't mean to list that. I thought it was just only for me. I don't have no other income but myself, which is just me working. That's my only income that I'm getting.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. And do you have any questions?
No, I don't. So you saying, I'm sorry, so you saying that the bond is 2,000 and all? Is that what you're
Yes.
saying?
It's a total amount of 2,000.
No, no further questions.
Okay, all right, thank you.
How you doing, sir? DeAndre Bickley.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, sir?
What's your name?
DeAndre Bickley, sir.
All right. All right, so Mr. Bigley, I'm sorry, Bickley, Mr. Bickley, you're charged with 1 count of malice murder. There's no bond at this time. 1 count of possession of firearm or weapon during the commission of a crime. No bond at this time. Sir, you understand the offenses?
You understand the charges?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I understand the charges, sir.
All right. And you also will at this time have a preliminary hearing date.
Yes, sir.
And that date, sir, is set for March the 5th at 8:30 a.m.
March 5th.
March 5th at 8:30.
That's my next date, sir.
That's your next court date, sir. All right, and hang on for me 1 second. Lastly, sir, I did review your court-appointed counsel form,
Sir.
and I will appoint an attorney to represent you.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
You have any other questions?
I got my own lawyer. I got my personal lawyer, sir.
Okay, you should hire your own attorney.
I already got a lawyer.
All right. All right, thank you, sir. Any other questions?
No, sir. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Sure, thank you. Deputy, just hang on for me 1 second. Thank you.
He's on his March. He said March 3rd. Third. Right here, sir. You come back on, that's the refer. State your name loud and clear. And I'm going to slide with the far left and facing the wall. When they open up that's the sliding door, you go down to other unit 1.
All right, thank you for your patience there. All right, we'll have the next person, please.
Hello, sir.
All right, Mr. Boston. How you doing, sir?
Well, thank you for asking.
All right. You're charged with 1 count of simple battery family violence. It's a $2,500 bond, 1 count of cruelty to children in the 3rd degree, a $1,000 bond. Sir, you understand the offenses and the bond amounts?
Yes, sir, I sure do. I was wondering if there's any way that I could maybe request a signature bond, just because I don't have the funds to pay for it. And, you know, I have 5 kids and I have a lot of responsibilities just with my money, having to pay for, you know, the upcoming court fines and costs and stuff like that. I really need to be able to get out and, you know, get to working if I can.
All right, sir. Based on the directives of Chief Magistrate Court Judge Keisha Wright Hill, Magistrate Court judges are not issuing OR bonds at this time. And you can certainly address bond at the appropriate time, whether that's your preliminary hearing or at a formal bond hearing.
Well,
yes, sir. And I did review your court-appointed application, and I will appoint an attorney to represent you. And sir, I do encourage you to speak with your attorney, your court-appointed attorney, again about the bond issue, and he or she can assist further.
well, I'll go ahead and take the bond as it is. And I'll just try to call him and my dad or somebody and see if I can.
All right. All right, sir. I will let you know also that there are special conditions on your bond. You should not have any contact directly, indirectly, third party, or approach or go to the home or workplace of Simone Davenport or Katara Boston. You're not to return to 5013 Courtney Drive, room 133 in Jonesboro. Sir, do you understand those conditions?
Not so much part about my daughter. Like, I take care of her, you know, quite often, like every day, like 90% of the time. So I'm just wondering why I won't be able to be around my daughter.
Sir, you understand the conditions?
Yes.
All right. The reason why, sir, is because of the offenses that you committed. There are family violence offenses, and based on that, sir, you should not have contact with those individuals. I do understand it's your daughter. However, until this case is over, you cannot have contact without court approval. Do you understand, sir? All right. When the paperwork gets back to the jail, this bond order that I've signed off on, you may have to sign off on it, noting that you do understand these bond conditions, and you will receive a copy at some point before you do bond out of jail.
Okay, I do understand that. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
Forward.
Edward Campbell. Edward Campbell.
All right, Mr. Campbell. Good afternoon, sir. All right. Mr. Campbell, you're charged with 1 count of obstructing an officer. You understand what you're charged with? This $1,500 bond. Can you make that bond, sir?
No, sir. At the moment, anyway.
All right, sir. You didn't complete your form with the.
I couldn't see it, sir.
Can see it. All right. I'll just ask you some questions here. You do have that you're not employed. Is that correct?
I get Social Security.
How much do you get each month?
I get $11.40.
All right, sir. You have any other source of income?
No, sir.
You own any real estate?
No, sir.
How much is your rent?
My rent is $650.
Do you own a vehicle?
Yeah.
Are you married?
Yeah.
You said you're not married?
Yeah, I'm married. I am married.
All right. Is your spouse employed?
No, sir.
You have any children?
Yes, sir. I got 2.
Are the children under 18?
One of them is, yes, sir.
How old?
He's 2 years old.
Do you have any family members that can help you with your attorney fees?
No, sir. I'll have it myself. I don't have no family.
All right, sir. You ever served in the military?
No, sir.
All right, sir. I will appoint an attorney to represent you. Your preliminary hearing date is scheduled for February 23rd at 8:30 a.m. You have any questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
Shaquille Copeland.
All right, sir. Mr. Copeland, charged with 1 count of possession of marijuana less than an ounce is a $1,500 bond. He charged with 1 count of no tail lights, it's a $500 bond. Sir, you understand the charges and the bond amounts? Can you hear me? All right. I did see your application for court-appointed counsel. I will appoint an attorney to represent you. The 250, the additional income, what is that from, sir?
I honestly don't know because this is my first time, so I actually don't know how to. I thought that this was just, I guess, the bond amount because I know that's what I was told that they would probably be around, and that's what I had called my mother, and they had. I guess I thought they had already came down and put the bond as a company.
All right, Mr. Copeland. So do you remember filling out this form with application for counsel? All right, on the form you have, the question is, do you have any money in cash or obtainable from any source? And you have the 250. Is that, are you referring that that's the 250 you have on you now?
I had gave it to my.
Okay. I understand that. I think maybe I misread it. So is there any other money that you can get your hands on besides that 250?
Not me personally, and my mom said.
Okay. All right, sir. So I will go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. Court-appointed counsel. And your preliminary hearing date, sir, is February 23rd at 8:30 a.m. You have any questions?
So do I have a bond, or can that be waived?
So your bond is $1,500 and $500, so it's $5,000 total. I'm sorry, $2,000 total.
And the 10%, the 15 or the 10%, I can have that paid.
All right, sir. So if you bond out, then your preliminary hearing is automatically waived. So I'll set it until such time, and it's automatically waived, and you'll be out. All right, sir. Any other questions?
So I guess when can they pay it, or can I call and check when I get the bill? Check to see if they have already paid the bond.
Yeah. So after we finish up today, then they should be able to pay it once it's processed through the jail.
All right.
All right. All right, sir. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Alexander Dallas III.
All right, Mr. Dallas, good afternoon. All right, sir. You're charged with 1 count of violation of controlled substance, possession of marijuana, possession of firearm by a felon, possession of weapon during the commission of a crime. Sir, your bond will not be able to be set by me today on the 3 of the offenses except for the marijuana offense. It's a $1,500 bond. Sir, do you understand your charges and the bond on the 1 amount? And the reasoning is because of the possession of firearm by a felon and during the commission of a crime is the reasoning for the no bond at this time. You understand that, sir?
So what are you saying? I have to sit a few days?
Yes, sir. Your preliminary hearing date, sir, is actually scheduled for March 5th. You can speak with an attorney before that time. I will appoint an attorney to speak with you. You can speak with an attorney, and that attorney, sir, can file a motion for bond even before your preliminary hearing date.
So I basically have to speak with an attorney to file a motion for bond to get out of here before March.
Yes, sir.
What's the reason why you can't set a bond for the certain specific charges?
Yes, sir. Based on the charges and your background, sir. court doesn't, this court cannot set a bond. It has to be set by a Superior Court judge.
Okay, so I have.
I don't have the authority to set a bond for you, sir. All right. So that's your court date. It's March 5th. And I did appoint an attorney to represent you. Any other questions? All right. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
How you doing, sir? Till Far?
All right, Mr. Farr, I'm doing good. How you doing? All right, Mr. Farr, you're charged with 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, 1 count of failure to maintain lane. Sir, I cannot grant a bond for you on the possession of firearm by a felon offense. The improper lane change, it's a $500 bond. Sir, you understand what's happening here with the charges and the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I did review your application here for court-appointed counsel. What is your rent, sir?
I currently don't pay rent, sir.
All right. Do you have any monthly expenses?
I pay my car note and my insurance and cell phone, just miscellaneous things.
All right, sir. What is your car payment?
My car payment is $450.
All right. And what is the amount for the other bills that you just mentioned, the cell phone and the miscellaneous things?
My cell phone bill is like $120. My insurance is like $300.
All right, sir. I did go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you.
Yes, sir.
Your preliminary hearing date is scheduled for March 5th at 8:30 a.m. All right, sir, you have any questions for me? All right, sir, good luck to you. Thank you.
State your name to the judge. Put down behind your back.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
State your name. State your name.
Oh, Marcel Graham.
Mr. Gordon?
Graham, Graham.
The Graham? All right, Mr. Graham. You're charged with 1 count of, well, do you know what you're charged with, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, there's no bond at this time. Bond is denied today. Do you understand what's happening today, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, your preliminary hearing is scheduled for March 1st at 8:30 a.m.
Yes, sir.
And sir, I did appoint an attorney to represent you. You have any questions?
Is there a way I can speak to an attorney like today or tomorrow?
All right, sir. So what I just went ahead and did right now, based on the form that you filled out, remember the form that you filled out, the application for counsel that you did today? So based on the information you put there, I went ahead and approved an attorney to represent you. Once this paperwork goes back to the jail and to everyone else, like the public defender's office, they'll assign an attorney to represent you. And based on how the public defender's office works, they will contact you once they get this paperwork. So I have no control or idea how fast that could be. It could be as early as tomorrow, but you should be getting contact from an attorney at the PD's office very soon.
Okay.
All right, sir, you understand that process?
Sure.
All right, sir. Good luck to you. Thank you. Hang on for me 1 second, sir. What's your name?
Wayne Gordon.
All right, Mr. Gordon, hang on for me. All right, Mr. Gordon, how you doing, sir?
I'm all right, yourself.
I'm doing pretty good. I have a 1 count of possession of firearm by felon charge here, sir. It's a $10,000 bond. You have a preliminary hearing scheduled for the 1st of March at 8:30 a.m. And sir, I did review your application for court-appointed counsel here. Do you have an additional source or any source of income?
No, sir.
All right, sir. So I went ahead and added that in your form, and I approved you for court-appointed counsel. You have any questions for me, sir?
You said a $10,000 bond?
Yes, sir. 10,000.
How much is that if I was to be able to make it? I don't know.
All right, sir. I don't know what the bonding company would charge as far as additional fees. So that will be a question for the bonding company, sir, but I know they can charge 10%, 15%. I can't answer that with certainty, but once you call around, they'll be able to tell you.
Oh,
Okay. All right, sir. You have a good day. Thank you.
welcome.
Good luck to you.
Joseph Moore.
You said more? Deputy, what happened to alphabetical? We're not doing that anymore?
Moore.
All right. Hang on for me 1 second, Mr. Moore. Deputy, are we doing it out of turn, or what's happening? I just want to make sure here so I can get my notes together for the next person. All right. Yeah, we can continue alphabetical, please.
Claude Collins Hamby.
All right, Mr. Zambi. Mr. Hamby, I'm sorry. You're charged with 1 count of tag or concealing identity. It's a $500 bond. Possession of marijuana less than announced, $1,500. Use or possession of a drug-related object, $500. You understand the offenses, sir? And the bond amounts?
Sir, 500 and 500 and 1,500.
That's correct, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. And I do have your preliminary hearing date. However, will you be waiving that date or going forward with it?
I'll have to go forward with it, sir, because I don't know if I can make bond or not.
Okay. All right, sir. So we're going to set your prelim date is the 23rd of February at 8:30 a.m. And sir, do you have any additional income?
No, sir, I do not.
All right. So I went ahead and approved you for a court-appointed attorney. You have any questions?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Step forward and state your name. Step forward, man. State your name.
Victor Harmon.
Gotta speak up.
All right, Mr. Harmon. Good afternoon, sir. Charge of 1 count of driving under the influence, less safe. So $5,000 bond, sir. You understand the bond amount?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you intend to hire an attorney or represent yourself?
I'll get a court-appointed attorney, please.
Sir, what is your monthly income?
Like 1,800.
less. You know, if we get the return on it or not.
You said 1,800?
Yes, sir.
All right. And do you have any additional income?
No, sir.
All right, I did appoint an attorney to represent you. Your preliminary hearing date is set for the 23rd of February at 8:30 a.m. You have any questions?
February 23rd, 8:30.
Yes, sir. Questions? All right, good luck to you, sir. You have a good day.
Next person, move up.
Good afternoon. My name is Corey Hughley.
All right, good afternoon, sir. What is your name?
Corey Hughley.
What's your last name?
Hughley.
Oh, Hughley. Okay. I'm sorry, sir. I just couldn't hear you. All right, Mr. Hughley, you're charged with one count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. It's a $10,000 bond. And sir, I did review your application for court-appointed counsel. What is your monthly income?
I just started working, so I really don't know.
When did you start working?
Last week.
Where are you working?
Walmart warehouse, Union City.
You said the Walmart warehouse? All right, sir, you understand the charge and the bond amount?
Yes.
What did they tell you your money would be when you started working?
I get paid $12 an hour.
All right, sir, I did went ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. That attorney will be in touch with you. And you have, sir, a preliminary hearing date scheduled for March 1st at 8:30 a.m. You have any questions for me, sir? All right, thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Jarvis Johnson.
All right, Mr. Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Hang on for me 1 second, sir. All right, Mr. Johnson, you're charged with one count of theft by shoplifting. It's a $2,000 fine. One count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, marijuana, $1,500 fine. Understand what you're charged with, sir, the offenses and the bond amounts.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir.
Just to be clear, did you say 2015?
2015.
Yes, sir.
And what's the 200 additional source of income? What is that?
200 is what I have on my person, is what I have in my property.
Okay, that's what you have on you? Okay. All right, so I did went ahead and appointed an attorney to represent you. And your preliminary hearing date is scheduled for the 23rd of February at 8:30 a.m. If you bond out, it's already waived. It will be waived. You understand that, sir?
Sure.
All right, lastly, want to let you know there's a special condition on your bond. You're not to return to the Dollar General at
Yes,
5611 Riverdale Road.
Yes, sir.
You understand that special condition, sir?
Yes, sir.
You may be asked to sign off on this bond order, acknowledging that you understand it.
Yeah.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir. Have a good day.
Brandon Love.
Say that last name for me again, sir.
Love. Love. Love.
Okay, Love, Love. Gotcha. All right, Mr. Love, you charged with 1 count of criminal trespass. The charge against you today, I'm going to deny it. So that charge will be dismissed.
Okay.
All right, and you'll be released once I get an order over to the court. I mean, to the jail.
Okay. So I really got to wait to get released.
Yes, sir. After I'm finished today, I'm going to sign an order to dismiss that charge against you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
State your name. Joseph Moore.
All right, Mr. Moore. How you doing today? Seems like I just saw you.
Yes, sir. Not too long ago. October the 9th.
All right, sir. I'm going to hang on for me 1 second here. I'll let you know you're charged, sir, with 1 count of driving while license suspended. It's a $1,500 fine, sir. And you understand that charge and the bond amount?
All right, yes, sir.
All right, sir. So I'm going to go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you based on the application you completed. And if you bond out of jail, of course, your preliminary hearing is automatically waived. All right, sir, you have any questions? All right, Mr. Moore, good luck to you.
Forward. I take your name.
Kevin Newton.
How you doing, sir?
Good evening, sir.
All right, give me 1 moment here. Give me 1 second here, sir. All right, so Mr. Last name again, please?
Newton, Kevin Newton.
Mr. Newton. Charged with 1 count of, 2 counts, well, 1 count of financial transaction card theft and 1 count of financial transaction card fraud. Sir, there's a $2,000 bond on each of those offenses. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I did review your application for court-appointed counsel. I will appoint an attorney to represent you. And you have a preliminary hearing date scheduled for March 3rd at 8:30. If you bond out, that is automatically waived. You understand what's happening, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, that will complete your matter unless you have a question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a good day.
Hey, y'all know Brandon Phillips.
All right, Mr. Phelps, 1 count of battery, simple battery, felony violence, 3,000. 1 count of cruelty to children, 2,000. All right, you understand those offenses and the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. I have February 23rd at 8:30 as your prelim. If you bond out, it will be waived. And I'm reviewing your application here for court-appointed counsel. Is that 3,000 or 2,000?
2,000.
All right, sir, I went ahead and appointed an attorney to represent you.
Okay.
All right, listen to me closely on your bond conditions. Battery, family violence, and the cruelty to children. Your special conditions on the bond for these offenses are that you are to stay away from Nicole Harris, Maria Andrews, and Storm Phillips. You understand those conditions, sir?
Yes.
Do you live with them?
I currently live with Storm and Storm Phillips.
What's the address?
Right now it was 507 Georgia Avenue,
What's the city?
Forest Park.
All right, I'm adding a special condition on there that you're not to return to that 507 Georgia Avenue address in Forest Park, Georgia. The only way you can return to that address is if you contact the Clayton County Sheriff or the Clayton County Police. Let them know that you are going to that address and let them escort you to that address to pick up your personal belongings. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
30297, that's the zip code?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You have any questions?
So is that no contact with Storm at all?
At all, sir. No contact at all.
Okay.
Until this case is over or until another judge changes that special condition.
All right.
All right, sir. Thank you.
How
you doing, Your Honor? My name is Jocel Ralph.
How you doing, Mr. Rolf? Or is it Ralph or Rolf?
Ralph. All right, yeah.
All right, Mr. Ralph. I have here one count of battery, one count of cruelty to children in the third degree. 3,500 on the battery, 2,000 on the cruelty to children, third degree. Sir, you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
And I have, sir, special conditions.
Yes, sir.
The first is to stay away from Sharon Dawson, Nicole James, and Brandon Dawson. No contact with them at all, third party or otherwise. You are also not to go back to 639 A1201 Garden Walk Boulevard, that Riverdale,
It's College Park, sir.
College Park. Do not go back to that location, sir. If you do need to go to that location, you must contact Clayton County Police or the sheriff for them to escort you to that location to get your any belongings or items there. Sir, you on the special conditions?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, hang on for me 1 second. Did you complete a court-appointed application form?
Nobody ever picked it up. Still in my pocket.
Still in your pocket. All right, sir, can you take it out and pass it to the deputy? Can you hold it, or deputy, can he hold it, or do you need to hold it?
Hold.
All right, sir, what is his monthly income?
1,200.
You have any other income, sir?
No, sir.
All right, I will go ahead and approve that. It won't be signed once the deputies get that over back to us. Then someone can sign it for us, but you will be approved for court-appointed attorney.
All right, thanks, sir.
All right, sir. Preliminary hearing is set for the 23rd of February. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
How you doing? Tony Stevenson.
All right, Mr. Stevenson, how you doing, sir? All right, sir, I have one count of family violence battery, one count of cruelty to children. Sir, it's 10,000 on the battery family violence. It's the felony kind. One count, the one count of cruelty to children, 2,500. You understand the bond amounts and the charges, sir? All right, preliminary hearing set for March 5th. I'm sorry, set for March 1st at 8:30 a.m. And I did review your form for court-appointed counsel, and I will appoint an attorney to represent you. Sir, you understand those charges, you understand what's happening with the prelim date, and you understand your bond amounts?
Can you tell me the bond again?
10,000 and 2,500. Sir, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. I must let you know of these special conditions of your bond. You are to have no contact, directly, indirectly, third party, with Serenity Stevenson, Tatiana Stevenson, Omari Stevenson, Amir Stevenson. You are not to return to 210 Forest Parkway in Forest Park. And if you do need to go back to that location, you must contact the Clayton County Sheriff to escort you to that location to get any items that belong to you. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You have any questions? All right, sir. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Good evening, Your Honor. I'm Demetrius Thomas.
Good evening, Mr. Thomas. I'm good. How you doing? All right, Mr. Thomas, you're charged with one count of family violence or a violation of a family violence order. It's a misdemeanor. It's a $3,500 bond. And you're charged with one count of driving too fast for conditions, 500, one count of improper lane change, 500. Sir, you understand those charges?
Yes, sir.
And you understand the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
All right, what is your wife's name?
Well, she's my ex-girlfriend, is my baby mother, Aisha Harris.
You said Maisha?
Aisha.
Aisha is I-E-S-H-A?
I-E-C-I-H-I-A. I-E-C-H-I-A. Harris, last name.
All right, so there's a special condition to reinforce what was already there that I'm placing on here, to have no contact with her and children. All right, you understand that, sir? All right, Mr. Stevenson, we have a preliminary hearing date of the 1st. I'm sorry, Mr. Taylor. We have Mr. Taylor. We have a preliminary hearing date of the 23rd of February. And what you had down here is a little bit vague with the job.
So I'm unemployed, but I do receive unemployment.
Okay, what's that amount?
It's 360, I believe 362 a week, I think.
All right, sir, I went ahead and appointed an attorney to represent you. So you'll be contacted by a court-appointed attorney.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, sir. You have any questions?
Yes, sir.
You have a good day. Good luck to you.
How you doing, young?
How you doing, sir?
All right, Dizunka Usher.
All right, Mr. Usher. I have improper lane change is a $500 bond. Possession of a firearm by a felon, convicted felon, $10,000 bond. Possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime is a $500 bond. Sir, you understand those charges against you and the bond amounts?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I have the 3rd of March at 8:30 is your preliminary hearing. All right, sir, and I reviewed your court-appointed application, court-appointed counsel application. I did approve it. So you will have an attorney contacting you to, well, I'm sorry, you don't want an attorney. Is that correct, sir? You do not want an attorney? All right, what will you do about counsel, sir?
I'm a hired attorney. I'm gonna have an attorney, but I'm a hired attorney, sir.
All right, sir, so you hire your own attorney, all right? All right, sir, you have any questions?
What's up?
All right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
How you doing, Your Honor? Anthony Wright.
All right, how you doing, sir? Mr. Wright?
Good in yourself?
All right, give me 1 second here, sir. I'm just putting away Mr. Usher's paperwork here. All right, Mr. Wright.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got you on this 1 count of armed robbery. Sir, this is an offense that I cannot issue a bond for you today on, sir. It has to be set by a Superior Court judge at a different date. You have a preliminary hearing scheduled for March 5th at 8:30. And I reviewed your application for court-appointed counsel, sir. Is that $5,000 a month?
Yes, sir.
All right, will you hire an attorney or represent yourself?
Hire an attorney.
All right, sir, so I have you down as hiring an attorney. You have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Forward, and state your name.
My name is Magistrate5.
All right, Mr. Ward. 1 count of theft by shoplifting. It's a $2,000 bond. Can you make that bond, sir?
If I got it, no, not right now.
All right, I'll go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. I saw you fill the form out, but you didn't put how much you make per month. How much is that, sir?
I mean, generally like $800 a month, $813.
You said about 800 per month? All right, sir, so I did go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you. And so your preliminary hearing date is the 23rd of February. If you bond out before that time, sir, it's waived. And I do want to let you know, sir, there's a special condition on your bond that you should stay away from the Dollar General.
Okay.
And that location is over on, it's 1575 Battle Creek Road in Jonesboro.
All right.
You understand that special condition, sir?
Yeah.
All right, you may have to sign off on this bond order once you get a copy of it, stating that you understand it.
Okay.
All right, sir, any questions?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you, sir.
How you doing, Your Honor? Deion Washington.
How you doing, Mr. Washington?
Good, how about you?
All right, sir. You're charged with 1 count one count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, one count of distribution, possession with intent to distribute. And both of those offenses, sir, I cannot issue a bond today for you. The amount, I believe, is 33 grams trafficking amount. So we can't issue a bond at this time. I can't issue a bond for you today. Your preliminary hearing is scheduled for the 5th of March. And I'm looking for your court-appointed form here, sir. Did you complete a form for court-appointed attorney? All right, you did. What's your monthly income?
I'm a wedding photographer and a photographer, so it fluctuates.
All right, what's your average? What's the average?
I want to say like around about 1,500 a month.
1,500?
That's the average. But that's a good month.
Okay. All right, sir. So I went ahead and appointed an attorney to represent you. All right. And you have any questions?
Yes. Well, I don't know if it goes towards you. It's probably a court thing when I go to court about it. But it's not that the amount that they have on there is not the amount that's on there that I had.
Which amount you're talking about?
The amount of, because I wasn't intending to sell it for my personal use, but the amount that they have is nowhere near that amount. It's it was 5 cans of medicinal marijuana.
All right, sir. So, you know, when I gave the instructions in the beginning about the things that you're saying to me are being recorded. So if you, I would advise you to not tell me or admit to me that you knew about it and you know what the amounts were. All right, sir. You have any questions about the charge and the bond amount, or what? Not the bond amount, but the preliminary hearing or anything else outside of the facts of the details of your case? All right, sir. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Oh, that's making it loud.
Your Honor,
Hey,
my name is David Watkins.
Hi, Mr. Watkins. One count of battery, simple battery, $2,500 bond. One count of simple assault, $1,500. Sir, you understand those bond?
Yes, sir.
The bond charges and the bond amounts. All right, sir. I have your form for court-appointed counsel. I went ahead and approved you for a court-appointed attorney.
Yes.
You have a prelim date of February 23rd at 8:30. And there are special conditions on your bond. No contact with Edna Watkins. Do not return to 2395 Coach Way in Jonesboro. If you have to return, you have to get the sheriff to escort you.
Yes.
All right, sir. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you. You have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
How you doing? My bad. How you doing, sir? I'm not Omar Whitner.
How you doing, Mr. Whitner?
Good, sir. How's your day?
I'm doing pretty good so far. All right, sir. I got one count of criminal trespass. And it is a $3,000 fine. I'm sorry, I'm saying fine. It's a bond. I apologize, sir. $3,000 bond. Can you make that bond, sir? You understand the charges and the bond amount. Can you make that bond?
I can try to call my mother.
Okay. All right, sir. Let me ask you this. Who is Gabrielle Campbell and Omar? Who's Gabrielle Campbell?
That's kind of like my girlfriend.
All right, and Omar Whitner Jr., that's your son?
No, that's me.
Okay, you're the junior? All right, sir. So you have a special condition to not make contact with Ms. Campbell, pending the outcome of this charge.
Yes, sir.
All right, no contact, directly, indirectly, having someone deliver the message, social media, anything.
I will go to my dad's house, Your Honor.
All right. And you also to stay away from 6726 Tower Boulevard, Jonesboro.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You have any questions?
Can you set my bond again one more time?
Oh, it's 3,000.
All right.
All right, sir. Before you go,
Yes, sir.
sir, I did appoint an attorney to represent you. Is that 875 or is that 875 total or is that weekly?
It's weekly. I just started a job at Little Caesars, and that's how much I make by week.
Okay. All right, sir. So I appointed an attorney to represent you. That attorney will contact you.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm Sean.
Can you say your name again for me?
Sean Williams.
All right, Mr. Williams, how you doing?
Good.
All right. All right, sir. Possession of marijuana, 1,500. Violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, 2,500. Possession of a weapon during the commission of a crime, 1,500. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, 10,000. Obstruction or hindering, 500. Stopping, emergency drive, 500. License, driving while license suspended, 1,500. Sir, you understand those offenses and the bond amounts?
Yes, I do.
Preliminary hearing scheduled for the 3rd of March, 8:30 a.m. And your court-appointed counsel form, I reviewed it, sir, and I approved you for a court-appointed attorney. The public defender's office, someone will contact you from there soon. Okay, you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, sir. Good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing, Your Honor? My name is Thaddeus Henderson.
How you doing, Mr. Henderson? I was wondering where you were. I had your paperwork on the side. I'm like, did we miss him? All right, we got you. All right, criminal trespass, 1,500, and obstructing or hindering law enforcement officer, 1,500. Sir, you understand your bond amounts and the charges against you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you complete one of those court-appointed counsel forms?
Yes, sir. About how much money I make.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that.
I completed.
Turn it back in?
Yes, sir. I gave it to one officer, and I put down. I make 400 every 2 weeks from Roses.
Okay. All right, I have it. I have 400 a month.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm reviewing it now here, and I went ahead and approved you for a court-appointed attorney. All right, you have any questions?
No, not at this time, sir.
Hang on for me. Hang on for me 1 second. All right, I want to make sure. So I told you your prelim date is the 23rd of February. If you bond out, that date will be waived. All right, sir?
Yeah, on the 23rd, right?
February.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We have, is that everyone? Deputy, we did, Ms. Wilkes. That was, Henderson was the last one. Is that correct? Are we good?
Did you do a Danita Taylor?
Say it one more time.
You do a Danita Taylor? You good, sir.
I'm sorry, Deputy, I didn't hear you. I heard, is it Tiller?
Taylor.
Taylor?
Yeah. Danita.
Did we not have that person already? No?
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure.
All right, can we be sure? Let me check. What position is that on the counter? Taylor? I thought we have everyone. Henderson was the last one outstanding. Danita Taylor, Danita Yvonne Taylor. I think we did her. Let's make sure. Yep, Danita Taylor. All right, you ready, Deputy?
Hold on, sir.
All right, Ms. Taylor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
All right, I have one count of unlawful conduct during a 911 call. It's a $1,500 bond. You understand the charge on the bond amount?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, the preliminary hearing is set for February 23rd at 8:30 a.m. If you bond out, that will be waived.
I do not wish to bond out at this time.
Okay. Did you complete a court-appointed or application for court-appointed counsel?
No, I have not, Your Honor.
Do you wish to be considered for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right. The only way that that can happen is if you complete that form.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And I don't have that. Hang on for me 1 second, okay?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Taylor,
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
I'm going to go ahead and appoint an attorney to represent you.
Thank
Okay?
you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, you're good. You can let the deputy know. You're fine. You have any questions? Unless you have any questions for me.
No, sir, I do not.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, deputy, that's everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you all for your patience. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.